Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel. Today we've got another NASCAR paint scheme. We have Martin's number 8 Army paint scheme from 2008. This should be interesting to make. I'm kind of excited about it. So let's get started. Alrighty guys, so obviously we got the Camaro, old version Camaro here. We are running on a 2008, so you have the Impala front end. I don't know, whenever I'm making a old style Impala Cup car, the Xfinity cars just look better. I don't know why, but they just do. So that's why we're running with this. So we're looking here for a good paint scheme to start with, and I think it's gonna be this scheme right here more than likely, but we're gonna check. That one would also kind of work. Alrighty, so we've got the number 8. We got some gold, mostly black on this race car, so we'll go ahead and get our base colors taken care of. We'll get out of secondaries and go to the black side here. Let's see here. So this is what's going to be interesting, is trying to balance the colors off. Be able to balance the colors here is going to be what's interesting. So we got the gold there. We got that. We're going to want to leave that black. We're going to want to probably bring this in. So that's a lot of color. That's a lot of excess color that we really don't need on this paint scheme. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. That's what I'm seeing right here. So let's see. What can we do? So we could do something like that. Just trying to kind of get a good look at it. It's kind of hard because you have the gold that goes up to the front of the car on the splitter, etc. And then you have the side panel as well. Let's see. We're going to go to just the base black paint scheme here. We're going to get ourselves the number 8 real quick. That's going to be your best number 8 option right there. We're going to go ahead and get the gold background. That should kind of help overall with the look. I think we're going to switch over to matte just to kind of help us out with the colors. So it's a little bit, it's kind of hard because we don't really have a good, so like that looks pretty good on the splitter down here. That's a little bit obnoxious. Let me see here. Can we switch? We can switch this right here, and that gives us a little bit of color, which doesn't look too bad. It's actually a gloss paint scheme, but I think the matte's going to look better for us here. But yeah, it's not an easy paint scheme to do here. So that looks really good, except for it really doesn't match the hood. That could work, but it's a little bit too much yellow all the way to the back. Actually looks pretty good right there. I'd kind of like to see an army car with that kind of look. Let me see. Do we have... There's that. Okay. That. We also have that option, which I'm not overly impressed with. Let's see. Yeah. Definitely not liking that. That's a toughie. That's a toughie one there. Just with how the lines are and stuff. That one I almost really do like, just because it does look like a good army car, and it gets the stripes on the side and stuff. It goes a little bit too far towards the back there, but I mean it does look like a rough terrain type army car that you would see. I'm going to switch this to gold here. I think that'll kind of help us out a little bit. I mean, you do have that, but that just seems like that's a lot of added color. That's much. That's too much. That kind of works. I guess really if you're going to try and make this paint scheme, it's going to come down to what your preference is. Like how close do you actually want to get to this particular look. I'm going to probably... I'm probably gonna go with that just because of it looks army-ish. It looks like an army scheme. But yeah, I would like to have the color up on the splitter there as well, but I can't really help that. So let's work on sponsors here. So obviously we have a white logo, etc. We could also use Can-Am to kind of get some more color as well. But white with like some yellow in it. So let me see here. Do. Which would kind of work because you get a little bit more yellow and you do have some white in there along with some black. I'm probably going to go with, who's up here? I know someone's up here. We'll go Procore just because it's kind of the same font. It's kind of close to the same font, big, bold, etc. We'll kind of go with that. And also it gives you a little bit of orange, which kind of plays off the gold to some degree. So we'll go with that. We have a red sponsor down here. We'll just go ahead and put CorvetteParts.net down there. We'll also, let's see, we got the big U.S. Army there as well. So we'll go with the same sponsor as on the side. There actually is no sponsor on the back here, so we'll just go ahead and leave that blank. There we go. And then back here would obviously be same sponsor, so we'll go ahead and put Procore back there as well. But yeah, it's honestly, it's gonna come down to how close you really want it to be. So like there, right there, that would kind of work because you have the stripes on the front. That would work because then you get the splitter and it looks fairly decent. You could do that to some degree. I've never really used that paint scheme. I don't know. Never liked it. That one, honestly, for me, is probably going to be it's going to be the best. But it is kind of hard. If you really just wanted to be that paint scheme without any added color, and nothing else, this one right here is the one to go with, just because it gives you the overall stripes on the front end. But yeah, that's a tough paint scheme because there isn't much to it, and so it's hard to really get as close as you can in NASCAR Heat 5. But yeah, I mean, it's a good looking paint scheme. I like it. Definitely simple, looks good, but definitely hard to recreate in NASCAR Heat 5. But anyways, that's about as close as we're going to get to that paint scheme, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for requesting that. Definitely fun to see how close we can get to these paint schemes and etc. But yeah, not a super good option to go with when trying to make that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys here next time. Bye-bye.